Let's say you have a job interview, and one of the questions you're asked is, what would you say is your biggest weakness? Trick question? Well, let me help you answer that. Hi, I'm Dave Edwards. I've been researching what interviewers usually ask during job interviews, and perhaps most importantly, what they want to hear from us. It's actually all part of my online course, Job Interviews, What Employers Want to Hear. More on that later. But let's answer this question because it comes up a lot. What are your greatest weaknesses? The interviewer asks. Well, of course, the worst thing you can say is, I don't have any weaknesses. So, what should you say? Well, when you get a question like this, you want to frame the weakness as a growth opportunity. Now, you want to be honest, but you also want to show a proactive attitude and a commitment to self improvement. Those are qualities that most employers really value. Employers ask this kind of tough question, not only to get a sense of your ability to recognize and manage your shortcomings, but also to understand your problem solving skills and how you handle your personal development. So, important point number one, you want to be honest but strategic. First, choose a weakness, but make sure it's not a critical flaw that would prevent you from performing the job that you're applying for. You also want to avoid overused cliches like, well, I'm a perfectionist. I mean, unless you can provide a real and interesting explanation, uh, find something else to talk about. For instance, a good strategy is to select a weakness that shows your desire for improvement and can be managed with the right effort. Something like, I've been a part of a lot of teams and I've watched how teams work successfully. And I want to be able to improve my skills to be a team leader. You also want to show self awareness. Now, this is crucial too. It shows how critically you assess your own skills and your behaviors. So, you want to explain how you identified this weakness. Did feedback from peers highlight it? Or did you notice it yourself because of part of a project you were part of? This part of your answer will convey that you're thoughtful and introspective. You want to highlight improvement efforts. You want to discuss steps that you've taken to address the weakness. It's important to have examples here. Outline the actions that you've undertaken to manage or improve this area, whether it's taking a course, seeking a mentor, or practicing new habits. This will all demonstrate your proactive approach and your commitment to self improvement. You want to turn your weakness into a positive. Finally, you want to frame your answer to show how this weakness has led to personal growth or positive change. For example, how has working on this weakness improved your performance or your relationships at work? Connect this to a story where you turn this weakness into a learning opportunity. Discussing your weaknesses in a job interview doesn't have to be a problem for you. Showing self awareness, highlighting your improvement efforts, and framing the weakness as a growth opportunity, well, you could present a thoughtful and compelling answer. This approach not only addresses the interviewer's concerns, but will also demonstrate your positive attitude and your capacity for self improvement. There are so many questions in a job interview, like that one, that can either help you or hurt you. And that's the point behind my course, Job Interviews, What Employers Want to Hear. I've been researching this subject for a long time. I've talked to a lot of HR and hiring managers, and I've been on the hiring end of hundreds and hundreds of job openings. My course, Job Interviews, What Employers Want to Hear, goes way beyond the what's your weakness question. It can help you have a great job interview. Find out more about the course at daveedwardsmedia.com. Click on courses.